Hey guys, sure I'm a host, so I'm back with a response video of sorts. I had someone leave me a rather long comment on my video addressing Joy Sparkle BS. Now, I got this comment at work and I already have had a read through it and I felt it best to respond with a video. I just felt that would be better and I would be able to better express myself. So, this is not an attack on her. Please do not go harass her or anything like that. This is just my response to her. She goes by the name of Katerzzz. I don't know how you pronounce that. I do apologize. She has a disclaimer at the top. Please read entire comment, quotations, or parentheses, bring snacks, smiley face. I need to preface this long ass comment by stating that I'm not here because of any loyalties to anyone involved. Fair enough. I'm not some blind follower of any YouTuber, including Joy. I saw this video and felt legitimately compelled to say something to you, Chambers, about what you said and how you said it in this video. I'm a grown-ass adult with a lot of experience, good and bad, and when it comes to these issues, I like to look at each person's opinions or actions in these situations that caused the controversy to begin with, then I'll assess and form my own opinions about the situation. And that's exactly what I had with the Joy Sparkle response video. I posted the two videos and the links, which is now one of them is now taken down due to hate speech. But yeah, I put both videos and had people decide for themselves. So, sorry, I lost my place. Once again, to be very clear, since I know how people can completely misinterpret practically anything said on social media, that's true, it happens a lot, I'm not commenting on behalf of Joy or anyone involved. I'm just stating my opinions. So here's what I have to say, and yes, it's a fucking book, so please be patient. In my opinion, you're acting like an ex-friend in high school land, who may or may not possibly be better about your falling out with Joy, and maybe you have some unresolved feelings about what happened between you two. Not really. It's not that I'm bitter, it's just I liked her when she first came onto YouTube, and I did enjoy her channel. It's, you know, as much as people get a laugh or get a kick, it's not fun watching a channel you either used to associate with or someone you used to talk with just go up in flames. That's not really fun to watch. I mean, it's not, and what's going on with Joy, and how she's not properly dealing with things, and she calls every accusation a rumor. I mean, come on now. Oh boy. Okay, you clearly... Whoops, my bad. You're clearly picking her apart unnecessary portions of this video instead of reacting to issues at hand. Not true. As I mentioned in the video, I did mention the joke. I had mentioned that I read the threads. So there's a whole lot of stuff brought up in the threads, even the most recent one, which is thread 10. So I stated some of the stuff that was listed there, and I did touch upon a few of the issues that other people have had with her, not just my experience, but other people's. It was a response to Joy as a whole is she needs to take a break from her channel because what she's doing is not helping and it's making the situation worse. So yes, I did touch upon several different things. Keep losing my place. Portion concerning race. Okay. However, at times, sorry, there's a lot of text. However, it at times appears that you actually have another agenda for making this video. Not really, like I said, it's not fun watching a channel you used to like and enjoy become a roaring dumpster fire, and the fact that her situation kept getting worse and worse, and she was fighting with people who had never been around her channel before. When you start pulling people in from other places and getting into fights with them, there's a huge problem, and it's not a good thing. And so that's what I'm like, you need to back off and take a break. Go quiet, take a break. There's no agenda, there's none of that. I was just, hey, you need to take a break. That's all it was. You imply that she may be on meds, saying it in a condescending tone, and then also implying she probably doesn't even need some of the illnesses, or what? She doesn't even have some of the illnesses she claimed to have. Okay, so with the meds comment, because she acts psychotic. Her mood swings are erratic. She's nice and sweet, but if you do something slightly to offend her, all hell breaks loose. a lot of people, not just me, have experienced this with her. So yes, I did imply maybe she was self-medicated, or she probably needed to be on meds. That's not condescending. I have other people that I talk to that have followed her very closely for quite a while and go, she needs to be on medication or she needs to stop taking whatever the hell she's taking. It's not just me. And on top of the illnesses, she has claimed a lot of stuff, and you have people, if you bother to read the threads at all, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but if you bother to read the threads at all, you have people on there who are starting to take this to a personal level, meaning you have people who have either have mental illnesses, who are on Pacific medicine, who have the same conditions that Joy claims to have, and they list a bunch of stuff. So it's not just me calling her out. A lot of people are calling her out on her BS. There's too many things that don't add up. You gotta look at really what's going on and what everyone else is saying as well, not just me. By the way, HIPAA law states that she doesn't have to show us any of her medical records, no matter how much she chooses to talk about her health, so it's up to us to decide if we believe her or not. And that is true. There is HIPAA, but that has nothing to do with anything that's being talked about. Nobody's asking for her medical records. Nobody asks people for their medical records. And yes, people do have a decision to make whether or not they believe her. A lot of people are calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit because of the way that she's claimed, behaved, and you have other people who actually suffer with these conditions and illnesses and mental disabilities to go, she's full of shit. So once again, you need to do proper research and you go read the threads. I will link the recent thread in the description and you can go and read that for yourself. The keywords that you could even type in is joysparklebs, LOLCow, and you could type in 1, 2, whatever thread, and it's going to take you to that thread. Go and see what other people are saying. It's not just me saying this stuff. Okay, she complains a lot, yes. She flaunts around quite a bit that she's sick and uses it for very much as an excuse. But to my knowledge, she hasn't started a legit charity for herself. I don't care about that, in which she's asking specifically for money for her medical bills. Once again, I don't care. That's not my business. Otherwise, yes, she need to prove it if it became a tax write-off. Once again, has nothing to do with what's being talked about. But to imply these hypothetical meds could be affecting her behavior if she's self-medicated, yes, they can. I've actually met self-medicated people. They act legit crazy. Could be affecting her behavior when you don't even know if she's on meds at all. That's right, I don't. Either she needs to be on medicine or she needs to get off whatever she's taking. I've already explained that. It's simply responsible to your fans and just in general. No, it's not. Once again, you need to go look at what everyone else is saying. You're wanting to imply, or from what I'm reading thus far, is like you're wanting to imply that I'm the only one saying this stuff. No, there's people who have a longer history with her than I do. Not to mention, could be considered borderline slanderous. Not really. You really need to pay attention to behavior, and once again, I will post a link to the most recent thread in the description, and then list the keywords that you can go and find these other threads for you to read. I'm sorry, I lost my place again. Just make sure to use the word allegedly. No, I don't need to. I'm stating what I mean. Or possibly when publicly referring to another person's medical conditions, especially when implying that they could be hurting themselves or others, whether physically or emotionally. I never implied that she was harming herself or hurting herself. I just said either she needed to be off the medication she was taking or being self-medicated, or she needed to be on some. Then you start going about your history with Joy. Yes, I did bring it up, which isn't relevant. Bullshit, yes it is. I was touching on my experience with her because I was explaining our history, so to speak, how I came in contact with Joy, how I came across her channel, so yes, it very much had to do with what I was talking about, and then I touch upon some of the other issues people were having her, so yes, it does. Pay attention, please. Let's see, history Joy, which isn't even relevant, as you supposedly just making a reaction video about current events. No, actually, you know what? Touching upon my history again, I've been watching this dumpster fire continue to spiral out of control ever since the Daddy 05 situation. So it's not current events, it's people, including myself, who had long-time issues with her, some people way more than me, who are speaking out. More and more people are speaking out. It's not just me. I'm allowed to speak out about my situation. And the shit that happened between me and her, I never spoke out about. I never addressed it, and I'm still not going to because it's in the past and I don't care to. She won't listen. As you can see, she's not listening to other people, and that's nothing towards her. She's just not listening to the advice that's being taken. Once again, pay attention to what other people are saying, not just me. Continuing on. Not whatever petty BS you went through with her during your social media relationship. If you actually paid attention to the DO5 stuff and actually understood what was going on, it's not petty, it actually turned quite serious. So anyway, plus it sounds to me like you're disguising your bitterness towards Joy as concern for her well-being and the impending doom of her channel. I don't know why you put a question mark there. But no, it is, like I said, it is concerned because there are people who are legit concerned that she's going to harm herself. She is acting like a crazy person. She's not responding appropriately, and she keeps spiraling out of control. Once again, and I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I'm not the only one freaking saying this. People are stating this on LOLCow as well. Ah, boy. There's not an ounce of concern in your voice. Whatever. All I hear is a snarky tone whenever you plead with her to go dark, as you say. How is it snarky? How is me telling someone you need to back off for the well-being of your channel and for your own mental stuff? Back off, take a break. That's not snarky, that's saying you need to take a break. Your fans, your long-time fans, are turning on you. Good grief. The icing on the cake for me is when you slip in the name, calling her towards her in between your points about offensive language, which yours could also be very offensive to people. Yes, I cuss, I swear. I've addressed many things on this channel that are deemed offensive to people, but you know what? I take the time to respond to them. If there's a legitimate complaint, as I'm doing with you now, there's a legitimate complaint, I take the time to respond to people. So yes, there's stuff I say that comes across offensive. I cuss, I swear. A lot of people here do on YouTube. But the joke a lot of people took issue with, and instead of her apologizing or saying, hey, my bad, she stated quite a few times, even on her, not this morning live stream, but there was a live stream she did the other night or the night before, because I watched it, where she flat out stated, no, it's not racist. And she still stands by that. And so that's an issue a lot of people have in the way that she's responding. So, let's see, you actually said Fruit Loop. Yes, because she's been acting like a Fruit Loop, and she's been doing so for a very long time. There's no sugarcoating that. I'm not going to change what I stated. She's coming across like a damn Fruit Loop. Amongst a few other demeaning terms, I said she came across as a psychotic person because, like I said, she's sweet and bubbly, and the slightest offense, all hell breaks loose. Yes, many people have had the same interaction with her. It's not just me. But it's okay because you were jokingly saying it. No, I wasn't joking. I flat out stated there was no joking going on in that video. If you paid attention to it fully, where I stated, you're coming across as a psychotic person, you look like a Fruit Loop. No, that's not joking. The saying you look like a crazy person to people. You are freaking people out. You're causing people to run away from your channel. That's a serious comment I made. That wasn't condescending. That goes, you need to work on your behavior and back off. So, but it's okay, right? Sounds familiar. No, like I said, wasn't joking. I don't even know how the hell you got jokes out of that video. I don't know though. Wait, oh, you must be prejudiced against people with mental disorders because you said Fruit Loop. Okay, no, that's like legit stupid. Your logic correct? No, once again, you didn't pay attention to the full video. If you took those as jokes, you're not paying attention, which clearly shows in your entire comment you have not paid attention to what's been occurring. At least not all the way. I guess I need to be triggered now since I have had depression since I was a child. You're not the only one. I struggle with depression too. Plus people say I need to be offended. So yeah, I'm offended. Sorry, I guess. I mean, I can't... Golly, and now I must run and make a public video about it. Okay, now you're just being sarcastic. About it, even though secretly maybe I just crave the attention, validation, and views, wouldn't it be so bad? You're describing Joy. Plus, I really want to dish out some irrelevant dirt and nasty opinions about you that I've been building up inside, but I need to say it in a concerned yet patronized... No. Let's see, let's move on. So I can't even express the anger that I felt when you basically questioned being anally raped. Okay, so here's something I'm going to say to you, and I need you to pay attention to me all the way. I am a sexual abuse victim myself. Now I'm digging into how far that went, so I don't have all the full answers to that yet. But let me point something out to you, because this is the part that really irked the shit out of me when you said this. Let me show you two cases. You remember Mattress Girl, right? Mattress Girl? How she claimed that she was raped or sexually attacked. Or, whoops, nope, this is the wrong article, but this is, okay. So, this is a UK woman who accused, 15 men of raping her. 15 of rape. You want to talk about listen and believe? You know what rape does? The accusation of rape itself? It fucks over a lot of men. There's another offensive term for you. No, you fucking hit my button with this one. Because, no, I know legitimate rape victims. And I know some of their struggles. And as far as I'm concerned, you know what? No. Nope. That's for another video when I have more information about my own past. Because I will do my own video about with what happened to me, because it needs to be done in a proper way, and I'm still digging for answers. And I've touched upon my own sexual abuse in my some of my videos when it comes to pedophilia, and then even my poetry. Go look at my poetry. I'll even post a link to my playlist. It's titled My Chambers, for you to go and sit through. So, but anyway, here's one, and I will post this article and link in the description as well, of someone who claimed to be raped and ended up fucking over 15 men, and then it turned out to be a big hoax. Yeah, no, yeah. Here's another one. This is Mattress Girl. And I do apologize for the blunder, because I thought I had the article, the right one. But anyway, Columbia settles Mattress Girl's lawsuit, supports graduate accused of rape. So this is the girl that accused somebody of rape and then walked around with a fucking mattress around campus. And the guy appealed a couple times, lost. But no, it's that lawsuit against him. He's been, how do you say, released from it or was proven innocent. So here are two cases of people claiming fucking rape. And it turned out that they were full of shit. Do not get onto me about this fucking rape accusation, because that is a heavy accusation that has fucked over a lot of men, and it continues to do so. There's two other cases to where one gentleman got screwed out of his entire college career because he looked like somebody's rapist. There's another gentleman who he was having sexual relations with a woman, both of them consensual, and other people stuck their fucking nose into their business, accused the guy of rape, and he got blasted off the college. So, no. No. This is not listen and believe. And you can thank feminism for that shit. No. So you can go screw yourself on that one. And if this sounds harsh, I don't care, because no. And, but like I said, I'm a sexual abuse victim myself. How far that goes, what it's implying is really fucked up. So don't begin to scold me. But without me like making accusations or anything, I'm taking the time to actually research, question stuff. Yes, rape victims get questioned because a lot of them are full of shit. Ugh. Golly. I've been in a relationship with men who wanted anal sex, yet I did not. It happens with a lot of women. A lot of women don't enjoy it. That didn't matter to them, so they overpowered me physically while I screamed, stopped, cried out, begging them. But that just turned them on more, they admitted later. So, but that was wrong of them, and I apologize, and I'm sorry that happened to you. This gets a little bit graphic, so bear with me, guys. They stuck it in my rear over and over until oh, I hope to God you called the cops. Please tell me you went to the hospital and called the cops. Until the bed was soaked in blood. These were my boyfriends, not a one-night stand, not some creepy perv hiding in an alley. It was done in our home, in the same bed where we slept together every night, had amazing conversations, made consensual love, laughed, watched movies, cuddled. In one instance, even conceived my beautiful daughter, yet the same man whom I trusted with my body violated me in the most horrific way, and the next morning asked if I'd make him some breakfast. Sounds like your dude was addicted to porn there, too. Okay, I just lost my place. But once again, that is terrible, and I hope to God you went to the hospital and filed a police report. So to question anyone who says that they've been raped is playing shitty. Once again, Nathan, I just proved to you 2 cases, and there is many, many more of women who use the accusation of rape to fuck men over. It has happened dozens of times. So once again, this is not listen and believe. And with Joy, because I'm going to state this too, with Joy using it as an excuse for the disgusting jokes she made, oh, I'm coping with anal rape, da 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 da. No, dude. No. Bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry, it's bullshit. So to question anyone who says rape is plain shitty, but probably because rape is glamorized in movies as this loud, horrible act with music blasting making it more intense. No, not really. It's there. No, you apparently haven't seen enough cop shows. Committed by a stranger when most of the time it's someone we know and trust. And often it's so quiet all you hear is yourself sobbing on the pillow while they grunt on top of you. So the point of my graphic story is I don't think Joy having been raped should be such a far-fetched idea. I deal with how much things she has freaking claimed and the way that she behaves. There are other, if you look in the comment section, you will find other people who identify themselves as rape victims who speak out against her behavior. I have come across a couple of these comments myself, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more than what I've caught. Sadly, every friend I have who I've talked to about rape has their own story of being either raped by a boyfriend or touched inappropriately by a family member. How do we deal with it in our own way? The best way for us, which is to be humor. I disagree because that's not the way that I deal with my own sexual abuse. I deal with it with poetry, and I've been depressed because of it. I've had my own emotional triggers to where I don't like to be touched really. Or in the past, I haven't liked to be held, and I felt like I was in danger when I was. So, no, not everybody deals with it with humor. Yes, you have people that do, and depending on the extension of the sexual abuse, trauma, what have you, all of it bad, all of it's fucked up. But there are different levels, not degrading one or the other, but depending on how bad it was, depends on the person's reaction. So, with my reaction to mine as I'm digging as to how far and how deep it fucking went, humor is the last coping mechanism I fucking have for mine. So, no. And once again, that was Joy using her alleged attack as an excuse for the disgusting joke that she stands by isn't racist. So, no. Everything terrible that's happened in my life, once again, I do apologize. That hope you went to the hospital, and I hope you were physically okay, because that just sounds horrendous. I've healed with help from therapists and not giving it power over me and being angry and defensive all the time. And you know what? That's awesome to hear, because being sexually abused, raped, molested, what have you, it steals your voice, and it really puts your mind into protective mode to where you don't function the way that normal people do. You don't take affection the same way, whether it be physical, emotional. Like for me, growing up, a lot of my family members will tell you I was emotionally distant, not really emotionally connected to anyone. And nowadays, I'm still, in a sense, emotionally distant, where it's just like, don't want to get too emotionally involved with anyone. So is it healthy? No, but it's my defense mechanism, and there's stuff I'm still dealing with. Instead, I use humor. Once again, that's your coping mechanism, but that isn't everybody's. Depending on the extension and how severe the sexual abuse was, people have different coping mechanisms, and people respond differently. So humor is not the all-be-all of the coping mechanism. Not everyone will understand that use of humor. People make rape jokes all the time. You have one by Kevin Hart that has to do with Mrs. Potato Head and sex toys. But yes, not everybody understands, not everybody likes that humor. So yes, I do agree with that. But still, you're trying to excuse Joy with what she did. There is no excuse. It is bullshit. I I'm not the only one that disagrees with her claim, because she has claimed everything under the sun, and she has tried to use her sickness to excuse a lot of the behavior she does. So, or the abuse for her behavior, and yes, abuse does cause you to behave a certain way if it's not dealt with, so yes, there is that, but because Joy has claimed so many things, and people who have had the issues she's claiming, they have come out and debunked her, it's very hard to believe her story of her being a rape victim. And once again, with these two articles, my internet is being shitty. With the UK woman, 15 men accused him of rape. That was bullshit. And then Mattress Girl came out. The dude didn't actually rape her, but he got fucked over in his college. He had to fight the court many times. So that is two examples, and like I said, there's many, many more of women screaming rape, fucking over a guy's life, and only to find out that she was never raped. She was just trying to get back at him. Feminism. Yay. Okay, this comment needs chapters. Not really. Sorry, please stop this schoolgirl bullshit. It's not schoolgirl bullshit. There's more people speaking out against what she's doing and tell her she needs to leave her channel for a while if she doesn't want to kill it. Does this really matter in the larger scheme of things? Yes, it does, because... Let me get a drink. She has she has mentally disabled people following her. She has disabled people following her. She has past victims following her. And the shit that she spews out, oh my freaking goodness. Like, if talk about being offended, the joke that she told the little girl, whether it be joking or serious or not, I don't know. It's hard to tell with her anymore. Telling a little girl to go and rape her bullies. Come on, man. And now she's calling that a fucking rumor. There is proof of her doing that on Emphasis BS's channel. And I could put that video in the description as well, because that is linked to the description in my video response to her. So, no. Okay, this sounds cliche, but seriously, look at the world around you. Look at the real atrocities happening every day outside of this YouTube bubble some of you live in. I don't live in a bubble. I have a job outside of here. YouTube is not my job. And yes, I am quite aware of what goes on, or at least I'm able to read about it in articles, hear stories from other people. So you are trying to grandstand. It's not going to work. Or in your own private lives that needs private attention. I used to love to come to YouTube and watch silly cat videos to take my mind off of real life drama. Now I can't come on here without seeing 5 million drama vids pop up in my recommendations. That's not really my problem or my fault. If you have been on YouTube for quite a while, you have noticed the shift in algorithms, the shift in how YouTube advertises certain genres of videos, the freaking pedophilia that has broken out, the freaking soft porn that has come on YouTube, and it's still on freaking YouTube. So the condition of the website is not my doing. It is someone who has become very neglectful and is more concerned with pleasing the advertisers over what is actually going on YouTube. So you have people on here who advocate for raping children. You have people on here who advocate for all sorts of shit. So go take that up with Sarah Wojcicki. I have nothing to do with that. I'm with you there. I freaking hate the way the website is. But you know what? I'm still here because there are people that I follow that I enjoy watching their content. I've learned a lot from watching their content, things that I would have never come across, because the country I live in, the US, I don't know if you're US born, this is why I'm saying this, or if you live in the US, but here in the US there's some things that are happening like in Australia or the Netherlands, or something that is not in the mainstream media here and that has never been touched on. So like, I'll give you an example. I follow a user called Suit Yourself, and he has talked about halal going on in Australia. And what halal is it's butchered a certain way according to the teachings of Islam. So that is something that has never been touched upon here in the US, nor is it even mentioned. So to learn that from this channel, from this user, because that's where he lives, that's where he stated he lives and talks about it, and doing research from that video, because of that video and learning, hey, it's kind of sneaking over here, that is an example. No, YouTube has changed, and some of it's for the better, some of it really sucks. So, but once again, that's nothing I can really do. That's something that we're all just gonna have to cope with, and if YouTube gets really bad, eventually migrate over to VidMe, which a lot of YouTubers have now integrated their content in between both of the platforms. So there's really nothing I can do about your recommendations there. What you're doing isn't helping anyone. Maybe, maybe not. It was me saying, hey, you're doing this, you need to back off, but she hasn't listening to anybody. So, and there's a lot of things, once again, that I have not addressed with Joy that I very much have the right to, but once again, I'm not going to. It's not worth it. I have tried many times to talk with her privately. It don't go nowhere. So just like, fuck it. I mean, I don't wish her bad, and I really hope her channel stops bleeding, because that, watching a channel, once again, that you used to show, associate with or like or interact with, watching them just kind of like bleed out, I mean, that's freaking depressing. That really is. So I hope she's able to get her shit together, calm down, and actually get her head screwed on right, and go back to the way she was when she first started making YouTube. That is the Joy I would like to see, because that Joy made sense and was logical and was actually refreshing to watch. And something to point out, because I believe I said this in a stream I was in the other night, you can tell she has changed. She has changed the way that she has interacted with her fans, the way that she presents herself, the way that she takes care of herself. If you were around her channel from the beginning, because I found her about like when she was at like 256 subs, forgot how, but I found her, her hair was brushed, she looked nice, you can tell she was energized, she dressed nice for her videos, very vibrant colors that made her hyper, that made her enjoyable to watch, very passionate. So, but you look at her now, she looks like she's grunging it out. You can tell something has changed to where she looks wired all the time, where she's not taking care of herself. So, come on now. Look back at some of our older videos, you will see a difference. Other people have stated the difference. So once again, it's not just me. Feel free to block me. No point. Don't even need to delete my comment. Don't need to. Just because I happen to agree with your opinions. You've must have my channel mixed up for someone else if you are even stating that, because I have a lot of comments on my videos, and feel free to browse around, especially my MGTOW ones. Yeah, you must got me mixed up with someone else. That's all I gotta say. However, I'd rather show me that you're an introspective person who can handle criticism. Show me you don't only associate with people who disagree with every single thing you say or agree. I watch a lot of people who have different opinions than I do on very particular subjects, and I watch them anyway because their content is enjoyable and they're logical and rational. So you can go look at who I'm subscribed to and watch their stuff, but yeah, I watch a lot of people who I don't agree with on everything, and there's a lot of people who don't agree with me on stuff and everything either, but they watch my stuff when they're able to. I hope you did read everything I wrote and maybe took something positive away from it. Okay, the end. And something about staying tuned for the hate replies below. So, in a nutshell, you have not paid attention to everything that's gone on. You're not paying attention to what everything is saying. And yes, I got pissed during this response because when you brought up the rape shit, it is apparently you have not looked outside of your window enough, read enough stuff to know what is going on, especially in the feminism sphere, the feminist sphere, or SJW sphere. This is no longer listen and believe, because too many women have used that as a weapon. Joy uses it as an excuse. My gender, our gender, uses it as a damn weapon against men either when they didn't like the sex, they want to fuck with men's lives, or something of the other nature. So, no, that point really fucking pissed me off because, like, you know what? No, I'm a past sexual abuse victim myself. I don't flaunt it around. I don't fucking use it as an excuse. Yes, I don't want to say symptoms from side effects from it. I have behaviors that have been with me since I was a child. But I don't use it as an excuse. I don't like fly it everywhere. Yes, I express it in my poems and I express it in particular videos if it's appropriate to do so. But every single video I have, or every time I make a video, you do not hear me talk about every single time. Joy mentions her sickness just about every fucking time when it comes to her Ustreams, her live streams, and her damn videos. So no, you really need to freaking pay attention, and once again, go read the damn threads as to what other people are saying because you have victims that are coming forward. You have people who have these conditions, fibromyalgia, copper toxicity, freaking, okay, here's another one for your interest. She claimed to be freaking obese. That woman is not fucking obese. She probably has some squish on her. That's about it. She is not obese. And if you watch Andy Worski's stream, because he had Failure, Vamp Candy on there, and he had Tonka. Freaking, and this is nothing too far because he even turned the camera on. Failure is obese. Boogie is obese. Other people I know are obese. And her claim was, I'm medically 1 pound. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? So this is why people don't believe her bullshit and are calling her out on it, because every fucking thing she has claimed, people have come out and debunked it. I had a friend come to me. He was upset, crying, because he goes, no, I'm obese, because he has been losing weight and he continues to do so. And from what I hear, people who get to that state either because of depression, because of a medical disorder, what have you, it's a long, tough battle from what I have heard. So this friend comes to me going, hey, I saw this video and it made me to the point of tears because I am obese. I am losing weight. I'm still not where I want to be, but I am working at it. Fuck her. So no, you have more than one person coming out and freaking rebuking her behavior. You need to pay attention to what is going on. This isn't just a drama fest. This is not a fucking high school yard. I'm not some of these drama channels. No, I legitimately did like Joy. I enjoyed her channel when it first started, when she started to focus more on Nissan. Yeah, I backed away. Came around again with the Faith Kids stuff because I liked her review of the Faith Kids. I thought the shit was funny. And that's why I started talking to her a little bit, and she boosted my channel, to which I stated in my other video that I was grateful for. And then when it came to DO5 stuff, that was serious because that was someone's kids being in an abusive home and being taken out. And with the gag order, all that other bullshit, yeah, no, that's kind of serious. That's reuniting a family, and possible fuck-ups could have cost Rose her kids. Like I said, the case is still going, so I don't have any new info on that, but what I'm saying is that could have caused some major fuck-ups. So no, that wasn't petty, that wasn't something social, that was serious, that was reuniting a family, or trying to get a family reunited. I don't know what's going on with that anymore. Because gag order. But like I said, no, you have not paid attention to everything that's been going on, and you have not been paying attention to the fans that have been turning against her. There are people who have legitimate criticisms, and I'm not trying to sound harsh, and I know my tone sounds off than what I intended it to be. Yeah, it happens. Either because I have something going through my head at the time, or I'm pissed off from something from earlier, so yes, I don't always catch the tone of my voice. It happens. But do not come here and scold me when it's very clear that you have not paid attention to only what's been going on with Joy, but to bring up the rape thing, just like, well, question them is shitty. No, it's fucking not. Go look at what feminism has done and go read those articles because they will be in the link in the description below. Sorry if this came across harsh, but damn. Just damn. I hate this freaking shit. And it does suck that we do have to question rape victims because a lot of them are legitimate, and it is traumatic. It's freaking horrible what sexual abuse does to you in general. And yes, like I said, there's different levels of it, and rape is just because it's hard for you to trust anybody again. It makes you feel disgusting. It makes you feel like your fault. But we have this process now because there's been so many false accusations against men that have fucked over men. One rape accusation could fuck over a man for life. It has fucked him out of so many scholarships. So many. There's a man who was cleared, but he could not go back to the college that he got kicked out of. So I don't want to hear, oh, it's shitty to question them. Yeah, I'm going to question them. Not in a condescending way, but I'm going to ask, like, hey, what happened? What led up to it? And that's the exact same thing police do. So for her to come and use something so traumatic, something so damning as an excuse for a freaking disgusting racial joke to fucking scold me on that, you gotta be out of your goddamn mind. I mean, did you reread what you wrote when you sent this to me? And I appreciate your response. But use your head and use your eyeballs. So if I offended in any way, I apologize, but holy shit, that one touched a nerve. That rape stuff really touched a fucking nerve with me because I know legitimate rape victims. And I'm not around Joy physically, so I don't know what her mannerisms are, whether she reacts to being touched or what way, because like for me, like I said, I had emotional triggers growing up. I was emotionally distant. I didn't like to be held. I thought when my mom tried to stick me in her lap, I thought I was in danger. Someone was trying to pin me down. That's not a normal reaction for a child. That's just one example. So I don't know how Joy responds to other people physically. I don't know how she's because I'm not physically around her, yes. But because of so much shit she has claimed, it is hard for anybody to freaking believe her and to use that sort of thing. Oh, it's my coping mechanism for anal rape. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, stick around my channel if you want to. I'm not going to delete your channel or comment. I'm not going to block you. There's no freaking point to that. Every comment here is welcome, except for if you're really intent on starting shit with some of the other people here. Or if I get pedos on my freaking videos, because some of those buggers like to hang around here sometimes. Anyway, that has been my video. Yes, it was harsh, but I really feel you need to wake up. And yes, you've been a past victim, so you're gonna have those filters, which is fine. I get the mentality. I get it. But at the same time, you really need to study and read up on a lot of those cases that had false accusations. Because they're out there. Not discrediting your story in any sort of way, because that sounds horrible, and I really hope that you are physically okay. Like, legit. But just because you are a legitimate victim does not mean Joy is. And that is the problem that we have when it comes to accusations of rape. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. You have a good night. Feel free to hang on my channel. Like I said, I'm going to put the link into the articles in the descriptions below. I'm going to put the LOLCow thread, and I'm going to put the link to my playlist to my poetry. So, anyway, have a good night.